Welcome back, WeldTube family. I'm Moya, here with my buddy David Ciriza. Superheat guys, Randy and Chris. You're gonna be here to preheat this 9 chrome line that me and David are gonna be brother-in-lawing.
Check out weldlife.com and shop all welding gear shown in this video.
Today we got an 18-inch 9 chrome line that we are going to preheat for them using our ceramic heaters and our Superheat technology.
We're going to do a basic wrap on this 18-inch preheat.
So these thermocouples feed right to our smart packs there, and they'll give the welders real-time temperature data so they know exactly when this preheat gets up to their target temperature. Also, that sends information back to our control room so they can control the heat, whether to ramp it up, keep it in soak, or to start ramping it down. All of that information gets transferred right to the clients real time, be it on their phone or on their laptop. They always have the information, the data on exactly what each weld, the status of it, and how much time is left on it.
Okay, so now that we got our thermocouples on, we're going to go ahead and put the ceramic heaters on. So you want to make sure that they're always even. Go ahead, Chris. We have several different varieties of heaters, but these ones help us utilize the preheating.
We use these bandings here to keep the high temp heaters in place. They'll withstand the heat a lot more than tape will.
So there's that. Now what we're going to do is we're going to insulate it to make sure that none of the heat escapes, and we have fire blanket. That way we can put the fire blanket on to help with the welders so that they're not going to be exposed to the insulation, and it's going to help retain all the heat on the inside. Instead of having it release, it'll stay inside the material. All right, so that's the first section. Now we're just gonna move on to the second section, do the exact same thing. Okay guys, so we got our preheat going. We finished wrapping up our cables and getting everything hooked up. We're gonna get it turned on right now. I'm gonna turn it over to Chris and David, and they're gonna explain to you our smart pack.
All right, Dave, we got our smart pack here, but it's gonna give you real-time temperatures right here on the display. Okay. Right? So when you see this white light flashing, that just means we're sending heat to our heaters right now. We're gonna get you to 400 degrees so that you got a good preheat and you're ready to weld. When this white light here, when that turns solid white, you're at 400, we've hit our target temperature and you're ready to weld.
All right, so we already got this pipe all our preheat. It's already up to temp. So we're gonna go ahead and basically set our purge up, start it, go ahead and start tacking this piece and get to welding it. All right guys, so we've got this 9 chrome pipe. It's an 18-inch standard wall. You know, it's a 1/2 inch thick. And what we're gonna be doing today is doing some penetrated tacks, you know, doing the weld completely out. We're gonna do a combo weld. That means we're gonna do a TIG on our root and hot, and then we're gonna use a stick on our fill and cap. Me and Moya like doing penetrated tack. All right guys, so we got it all tacked up. We're gonna get ready to start running our root, starting from the bottom up. Gonna be using a 1/8 ER90S B9. Gonna go ahead, start from the bottom up. I'm gonna start first, then once I kind of come up a little bit, Andy's gonna go ahead and take off right after that.
Keeping a nice smooth feed. You know, I am back feeding, so what I'm doing here is just, you know, my wire's inside the pipe, especially since gravity down here is trying to pull it back out. I want to put my wire a little lower in the bevel. And you guys see I'm doing the freehand technique down here. When I move a little further up, where I'm not having to fight gravity as much, I'm going to go ahead and do walking the cup.
I'm taking my time, making sure I'm breaking down these walls really good. Going back and forth, just like David was talking about earlier, we're freehanding on the bottom. It's a little bit easier that way. Once I get higher up, then I'll start walking the cup.
Start about a 1/2 inch back. Gonna go ahead and start warming up the metal. If I see that it gets molten, then I go ahead and start adding filler wire. It's a steady walk, just tying into the bevel edges, keeping a nice constant feed rate.
I'm about to tie in. I got my last quarter here. Partner David's going to turn down the argon for me. That way don't push out while I'm trying to tie in. Pretty good there? Yeah.
All right, so we got the root all put in here. You know, we have our purge turned down. You know, we do have a vent hole on one of these dams, so we are continuing to flow argon inside. What we're gonna do is just grind the surface of our root a little bit, kind of smooth it out, wire wheel it up, and get ready for our hot pass.
All right, now we're getting ready to put the hot pass. I'm gonna start first. I bump up my machine on my amps to 180. When we start feeding this wire, you want to push a little bit. You don't want to stay in that one spot too long. Remember, it's still hot. You're at 400 degrees, plus whatever you're putting into it.
Once Andy comes up a little bit, I'll go ahead and take off from the bottom. You know, you kind of want to try to alternate. You don't want to just always be starting first. You might kind of move the, you know, warp the piping, get a little bit out of shape. So try to kind of alternate who kind of starts first. All right guys, so we got our hot pass put in. We're gonna go ahead and fill this 18-inch using 1A. I'm at 125 amps on the Pipeworks 400. Just gonna go ahead, start from the bottom up. All right guys, so me and Andy already got this all flushed out. We're gonna go ahead and start on our cap. Our cap is gonna be a 3-bead stringer cap. And again, we're just gonna have to start from the bottom up and just, you know, layer them in consistently as we can.
have it, guys. 18-inch 9 chrome line, welded out. Thanks to Dave Ciriza for helping me out with that. And thanks to Superheat, Randy and Chris for that controlled preheat. It'd be pretty hard to control it with a torch that way. I think they did a great job. Thank you guys. You liked the video? Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, and we'll see you guys on the next one.